What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another video. So, you see clearly that the picture I have up here is from the Robin series that's on DC. And as of recently, I haven't reviewed comics in a while, a couple months actually. In a couple months actually. You know what I mean? So, and that's primarily has to do with the way that Red Hood number 50 ended. Scott Lobdell's last work, and how comics for me kind of went the way that it did for me. I didn't. I just didn't like the way that it ended. I mean, it was a good thing. I guess it was good, but splitting up the Outlaws finally, and not having any real closure with Artemis and Jason kind of bummed me out. But at the same time, I did not like the direction, mostly of Future State. I think so many things were happening that I felt would not really benefit the DC universe, and for the most part, the way that people are looking into it, not a lot of reviews of comics are happening. And furthermore, unfortunately, DC has doubled down on the whole aging of Jonathan, as well as trying to now the Teen Titans are an academy. So a lot of the things that they're jacking of the poor qualities of Marvel, they're doing now. But I'm rambling a bit. So I hadn't been reviewing anything at all. I took a large hiatus, if people noticed, until I started doing some Final Space videos and a couple of this where I wanted to get back in the game. But there was a comic that did catch my eye that I was intrigued about. And that was Robin. And so I read the first 3 issues of Robin. I didn't do any reviews. And I liked it. It reminded me of why I liked comics in the first place, why I still do. And despite all the issues and all the and all the failings that comics are having now, there's still some gems that you can always find. And Robin was one of those gems. And it's funny that the comic that would get me back in would be a comic with Damian Wade, as the first video that I did was of Teen Titans in 2016, 2017. So, what works for Robin? Well, for starters, it's fun. It deals with it. The plot is simple. Robin is pretty much fighting a tournament. He's trying to find, things like that, trying to find what to do, how to do it, do what you can. It's him as well, but it also respects him as a character. And what's interesting is that after his character reassassination again in the last Teen Titans run, what were you going to do with the character and everything that happened, with the Joker War and whatnot? But what this thing does is that it respects Damian and gives him agency, makes him his own character, and this is something that may have been needed years ago. Not that we didn't get any bad Damian stories since then, but you really feel the character coming on his own. He's doing his own thing. He's still wearing the Robin insignia, meaning that he's still Robin. And I've really just enjoyed it. Not to mention, the art's good, but that old-fashioned, comic story where Robin's just fighting bad guys. He's competing in a martial arts tournament. That's kind of his thing. He sees his grandfather again, old. And the last time I saw Ra's al Ghul was in the Outside, Batman and the Outsiders. The 18-issue comic, which is pretty good, by Brian Hill. I would recommend that definitely. But I enjoyed, and I have been enjoying this book, and it's really giving me, the vibes, the enjoyment that you would get out of comics. And been watching a lot of Zach videos and July videos, and everything like that. And the story is no longer of importance anymore, and the story doesn't matter, and nobody's really putting their effort into these stories. I feel like Joshua Williamson, who's always been good. I've enjoyed his Flash runs. His run on Flash, he a good 4 or 5 year run. We see him like really delve in and put his love into this character, which is something that Damian needs. And what's funny is that basically I said the same thing about Scott Lobdell years ago, where I felt that he really understood Jason Todd, and for the most part, as much as he's written it, he um, he basically he basically showed Jason love, even at the end of his run. Like Jason was never tainted, he was never messed up. A great job was done for Red Hood, and you rarely see that with characters, that are done by authors. They always want to add more spin, where you've got to at least respect the lore. And I feel like Joshua Williamson is continuing to do that with Damian. Now we had a good 3 issue start, and I've really enjoyed it. And I am tempted for when the next issue comes out. I will definitely review issue 4. But my quick review of this is that I would recommend you basically read this comic if you just want to have a good time and enjoy some good old fashioned ninjas getting attacked, Mortal Kombat feel, Damian having another chance to grow as a character and whatnot. So that's my spiel, and I'll stick with it. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit notifications. Make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics like Robin and get your views on them. Thank you for watching, and I hope to continue to increase my content in the future. Thanks, and peace.